Hello, everyone. This is Pinkie the Housewife. Thank you all for being here with me today. Today is Wednesday, October the 8th. October is flying by. It's just zooming by, guys. Sunny day here today. I mean, it's just peaceful and sunny. And I'm glad to see everybody. Thank you all for showing up and showing out with me today. I got a horrifying story. Horrifying. Tragedy in the hotline in Texas. Okay, in Texas. It's very sad, guys. Prayers go up for the remaining uh, children that survived, and to the family, to the family that's going to be taking care of these kids. That's just sad. If you didn't want your kids, I'm quite sure somebody would have took them. There's too many people in the world today that want kids. And I think probably some of your own family member would have took them. But there's too many people in the world that want kids, been needing kids in their lives for a long time. Because when I say needing kids in their lives, they've been trying and trying, and it haven't happened. Or if it had happened, it ends sadly. So there's a lot of people in this world would have took all four of them, all four of those kids. So that's one of the stories we're going to get into today. Let me just go ahead and bring in the house rules for us. Take care of the house rules first. Welcome to the Pink House, guys. And can you please go ahead and hit that like button? That like button would help you too to keep me in the algorithm. I need that like button to be hit. It's critical for my channel, okay? And it's free. It doesn't cost a thing to hit that like button. Okay. And then also go ahead and subscribe to the channel. If you have not subscribed to my channel, this is the time to go ahead and do it. Because we got two stories we're going to be working on today. All right. Two stories. One is a continuation from all of September up until right now. And we're going to continue work that story. All right. But the first one, let me just go ahead. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and let me go ahead and say thank you, guys. I will be carrying this on both of my channels today, Pinkie the Housewife and Pink Global. Pink Global is my second channel. I'm almost there to get it monetized. I just need your help to continue help me to push forward, okay? I can't get there without your help. And thank you all for all the support you all give me on my first channel, Pinkie the Housewife. Thank you all. Now, I'm going to go ahead and put up graphic content warning for you because some things may be a little hard for you to see or hear. I can understand that because it may be a trigger for some. All right. Okay. Now, we're going to be talking about today here, Texas mom. Her name, oh, what is it? Olinda, Olinda, something like that. Ramirez. I hope I pronounced it right. If not, guys, forgive me. Okay. She's been charged with unaliving, shooting her four kids, but two of them survived and two of them did not survive. Okay, two of them is still in a Houston hospital, fighting for their life to stay alive, although the mother meant to unalive all four. Okay, and she's been held right now in a Texas jail. Her bond is set at $14 million, and that's combined for all four kids. Okay, for unaliving and then attempting to unalive. Okay, So she's been held on 2 charges, and we'll get into all of that. And also, we're going to be working on the David Taylor case. David E. Taylor. You have to say E, David E. Taylor, because the reason why I say David E. Taylor, because there's other David Taylors out there. This one is the Apostle David E. Taylor. This is the cult leader David E. Taylor. This is the same David E. Taylor that took people's money and take all their money, all their possessions, their homes, everything, and have them to sleep on the floor and tell them when to eat and they work. He do slave labor. Slave labor. When I say that, these people do not get paid. They're working on a call center and have no money. No money. He got them sleeping on the floor and everything. So if you all have been following me in the past, you know the whole story. But we're going to continue with his he called it a deposition. When you say interrogation, he don't want you to say that. So he said it's not an interrogation, it's a deposition. So whatever you want to call it, interrogation, deposition, man, they just got you talking. Okay, and you better make sure you tell the truth. Otherwise, it's going to come back and bite you in the butt. All right. So we're going to be working on both of those stories today. Let me shout out to everybody in the chat. Thank you, Nathan, for being here. And Ian Taylor, thank you for being, no, Ian Hepper. Hold on. I just said the name Taylor and I said Ian Taylor. Ian Hepper, thank you for being here. I'm sorry about that. And thank you, my Selsing Bunny. Thank you for being here as well. Let me see what you said. Hello, Miss Pinkie, looking and sounding great today. Thank you. You know, I need that. When somebody check to make sure my audio is good. That's the most, and I'm not blurry all over the place. Oh, that they can see me and hear me. That's the most important thing. Okay. Now let's go ahead and get on to the matter at hand. We're going to be talking about the mom first. This mom here. She said she had to shoot and kill her 4 kids. She had to do it. Girl, somebody needed to pray over her quick. She's I have this club called the Bad Moms and the Bad Dad Club. It's not a good club to be in. And they're the mud shot, not mud shot. Oh, I can't even say it right now. The mug shot club. If you're in this club, it's not a good club to be in. Because I haven't done that club in a long time, and she belongs in that club, guys. When you unalive or put your kids in a car and they barely make it or not make it at all, you belong in that club. If you unaliving your kids, you belong in that club. If you go on a vacation and leave your small kid at home by itself or kids by themselves and they're toddlers until you come back, lock them up in the house, you're a bad mom. You're a bad mom and dad if both of y'all did it. So it depends on the situation. You're a bad mom. So you belong in that club. Hi, sweet tea. Thank you for being here. I'm in the bushes. I'm like number 9. Thank you. You go ahead and continue to work because and then don't forget, we got David E. Taylor, more of his crazy deposition. Just remember, that's a long deposition. Okay, that's the problem. So we only do a little bit at a time. Thank you, sweet tea. Hi, Joshua. Thank you for being here for the news update. For a moment, I thought the 2 cases was related. No. I just had to squeeze David E. Taylor on there with the Texas mom because I've been working on David E. Taylor for a while now, and you never know. Which one are you? Which case are you coming in for? Is it the bad? I was going to say the bad mom, the Texas mom that unalived her 2 kids and tried to do the other 2 at the same time, or is it the David E. Taylor false prophet, the cult member? All right, we're going to go ahead and get started, guys. Y'all know I always like to throw out a short video before I get started. That's what I do. I always throw a little short video out. And thank you all for yesterday. We had a wonderful time yesterday. Was a big surprise to me, a big surprise while we was on our live, while I was doing my live. The Queen of Huntsville, Melanie Cherie, happened to be on her live at the same time. And we got it. But also, we only stayed on there, what, maybe 30 minutes or so or less. And then we got off. And then I dropped it after so I can go over and focus on her live with her. Thank you all. And make sure everybody, Melanie is going live again today. All right. She's going live today. Today she is, and it's going to be, what is it? I forgot what we call it today. Let me just see. Give me 1 second, guys, because I'm going to be in the live too anyway. I just got to check to make sure it's not going on right now. What did I do with that? Y'all know or did I write it somewhere else? I forgot, but it's today, Wednesday. And for all of y'all that do not have TikTok or Instagram or anything like that, don't forget, I will be showing that. I will bring it to you later on after her live is over. All right, guys, let me go ahead and get started. Let me get you all this short little video out. We're gonna have some fun today, but not on unaliving other the 2 kids and the other 2 that's in the hospital fighting for their life. I'm talking about with Davy Taylor. That man is just a crook disguised, a crook that's been disguised. That's all. Okay, so let me go ahead and let me show you all this video. I always got to show you a video. Okay, I came across this yesterday. All right. I didn't know what to say. I would tell you my first impression when I did see it. Okay. It wasn't that good. Let me see. And she called. I just like to let you see it for yourself. I just don't know what to say, guys. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Okay. So I'm just going to let you see it for yourself. Okay. I ain't going to say a word. Pinkie, my lips are sealed. My lips are sealed. When I say my lips are sealed, they are sealed. Okay? Okay. So I'm going to let you, I always have to come out with short video before I get started, guys. Okay. Here we go. This is the glass face. The glass face. No, you heard me right. Did I stutter? I said the glass face. Okay. That's what I said. Okay. Here we go. I ain't going to say nothing. I'm just going to put it on. Oh, wait. I got to unmute it first.
About to do another TJ Maxx.
Okay. Now, here we go.
Hi, friends. We're at TJ Maxx about to do another TJ Maxx finds, TJ Maxx haul, and I'm going to have you shop along with me, so stay tuned for more. Hi, friends. We're at TJ Maxx about to do another TJ Maxx finds, TJ Maxx haul, and I'm going to have you shop along with me, so stay tuned for more.
Now, I'm going to say something good. She got beautiful skin. There's no wrinkles at all. Not one wrinkle. Now, I told you. Told you. Please hit that like button, subscribe, share, and thank you. Thank you, sweetie. Sweetie is my girl. Sweet tea. Sweet tea, guess what I got on today? I'm going to show y'all. I had to do it today. Let me just roll my chair over. I'm going to show you all what I got on today. The hydrating rose body elixir spray. The hydrating rose body elixir spray. I got some of this on right now. Guys, wait now. Y'all see I got a candle back here lit, right? See there? The candle back there? But I had to put some of, let me drop her for a moment. Because she ain't got nothing to do with this. What's your socks? What socks I got on today? You want to know what socks I got on? If that's what you're asking. And my pajama pants. Oh, I know you're smelling and looking good. Oh, stuff smells so good. Y'all, you got to buy this. When I say you need to buy this, you need to buy this like today. This comes from 7th Avenue Beauty. Melanie Cherie. She's the owner of 7th Avenue Beauty. And she has this rose body elixir spray. I have never, my hands got lotion on it. I have never had nothing that smells. Drop my top. It smells so good. Ooh! When I say this is the best, this is the best. I did an unboxing yesterday, blew my mind. Oh! And I got two. I ordered two of these. And oh Lord, trust me, I will not tell you nothing wrong. I love it. I got some on right now. And matter of fact, this is what I'm going to do, guys. Remember, Sweet Tea, we always do a giveaway. We've been doing it a giveaway. So this will be the third giveaway. Okay, the third one, because we started, I think, in June or July. I think it was July. Then we did one in September. Now this is October. And I think the giveaway is going to be to give away one of these. The Hydrating Rose Body Elixir. Rose. When I say it smells good, it is amazing. So that's what we're going to do for October. I'm going to have one lucky winner to get the Rose Body Elixir Spray. Oh my God. You are going to go crazy when you get it. Okay. Let me get this top down here that I dropped. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and get started. I just had to tell you all that. And right now I can just smell it. Oh, I just smell so delicious. I smell so good. I can't wait to let husband Pinkie, Mr. Pinkie, to smell me right now. Yes, I can't wait. Woo! I smell so good. Okay, now let's go ahead and get started with this. We're only 20 minutes in, but I just had to tell you about this. Make sure next time Melanie go live today, you put this in your shopping cart. Put this in your shopping cart, guys. Snag it right away. Put it in your shopping cart. Okay? I know I am. Okay, here we go, guys. Let's go ahead. I just had to show you all that. She got the glass face. The glass face. Okay? Okay, now let me go ahead. We're going to start with the should I start with the press? No, I'm going to start with the case first. No, should I start with the press conference? Let me start with the press conference first. It was short. It didn't tell me enough. it didn't give enough information out. It was short and brief, this press conference. When I say it was short, it was like I'm still waiting. I was still waiting. Okay. Let me find that little. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's just go with the. This is with Law and Crime first. I'm going to go ahead and hit Law and Crime first. Hello, is that Terry in here? Hello, Terry. Terry, thank you for being here. Terry, I just said we're going to the giveaway is going to be the hydrating rose body elixir spray. I will give away for October. I'm going to give one lucky winner the hydrating rose elixir spray. I have some on now. Oh, I just smell so good. I love this. 100% love it. I'm down with this 100%. So that's what we're going to do. I got to think of the question I'm going to ask today. Ask one day this week. I asked that question, and you all have until Halloween to give me the answer. I'm going to pick one lucky winner this time. Okay, one lucky winner, and they get the. If you don't want to, now for the ones that don't want it, you can give it to somebody for a Christmas gift or a birthday gift or whatever gift you want to call it. Okay, you can pass it on once you get it. But for the ones that are 100% down with Melanie, I know y'all gonna want it because what's the question? I'm gonna think of a question this week, and I'm gonna I ask that question over the weekend. Okay, I think of something this week. If y'all got, well, y'all can. I can't have y'all that help me. I'll think of something. Oh, I just thought of something. I just thought of it. It's something I wrote down yesterday. Oh, I wrote it down yesterday. I wrote it down yesterday. Oh, it may be a hard one. It may be a hard one. Okay. But we're gonna go ahead and get started with this here. Oh my God. So I hope and don't forget, I want to today we're going to also look at a video from David E. Taylor when he was young, doing the same thing when he was young. You know what I mean? This man had criminal written all in him. And then also I got the one day I'm going to just do a whole live on David E. Taylor again with Michelle Brennan, because I got her deposition, her interrogation too, videos. And so we may look at just a few minutes of her so you all can just see. Both of them is pathetic though. Both of them, I would say they're both pathetic. I don't mean to call them pathetic, but that's what they are. Okay. So let's just do this here right quick. Now, this is crazy.
At first, breaking right now, we now know what investigators seized from the home of Onindia Romelus, the mother charged with her 4 children, 2 of them.
KHOU 11 investigates obtained the search warrant, which reveals evidence of a criminal identity theft operation. Investigative reporter Jeremy Rogowski joins us with details on this latest development. Jeremy.
Ron and Sherman, after investigators found Romelus and her 4 children at a gas station in Brazoria County early Saturday morning, they initially thought there might be a 5th child unaccounted for. So they searched her home in Porter, Montgomery County, more than an hour north.
Searching this home in Porter Saturday, Montgomery and Brazoria County Sheriff's detectives
found evidence of criminal activity unrelated to the child. They seized dozens of Social Security cards, credit cards, and identification cards. Some identification cards had photographs of Onindia Romelus with names of different individuals, the search warrant affidavit says. The counterfeit identification documents were in various states of manufacture, bearing different names, states, and photographs. The search warrant also shows they seized this Tesla in the driveway to analyze its onboard video surveillance system. And investigators reviewed a neighbor's security camera, which captured the mother's vehicle leaving Porter about 2:39 Saturday morning.
We need multiple ambulances.
They say Romulus called 911 about 2 hours later from this Brazoria County gas station, where they found her 4 kids got wounds, 2 of them. Now, in court documents, Ramos allegedly told investigators that she didn't call 911, that in fact she called, quote, the devil. And when asked why she called, Ramos allegedly answered, instead of them doing it to me, I'm going to do it to them.
But first, breaking right now, we now know what investigators seized from the home of Onindia.
Okay, guys, this is the young lady. This is the woman that we're going to be talking about. She ain't young. She's 31 years old. Okay, she's 31 years old, Olinda. And she's from the, she lives in Texas. And she'll have 4 kids. And word is out that she have 5. So they're still trying to piece together what she had, 4 kids or 5 kids. Okay. But, and sweetie, I did see that you missed the live because you was working yesterday late. Okay. I understand. I dropped a lot of videos last night of the live, of Melanie's live. So make sure y'all see those too. And I think there's something is going on with my the Pinkie the Housewife channel. I'm not able to get comments. I noticed last week sometime they stopped. All of a sudden they just stopped. I can't get. So can you all somebody go over into Pinkie the Housewife? Just pick a video and try to comment. Just even some emojis. Just say I'm commenting for you, Pinkie. I'm checking for you, Pinkie, or something. That let me know. I think somebody went in there and turned off all my comments. I don't know what they did, but I can't get any comments on Pinkie the Housewife unless you go up under the video. But when I check, I can't even. I don't know. And I've been working on it. That's when you know you are in the presence. There's demons and devils. You're in a spiritual warfare. Somebody, for some reason, I don't even be thinking about other people, but for some reason, they just love me. They just in love with me. It's either they I frighten them, or they envious or jealous of something, because they love to steal either my views, my subscribers. They do that too. I don't know what they doing. Maybe they go behind the wall and tell everybody, don't come to Pinkie, don't go over to Pinkie's channel or something. I'm such a threat, and I don't even follow these people. I'm such a threat. I don't know why. I don't. Maybe they just, maybe because I'm just pretty. I don't know. I'm just joking about that one, but I don't know. They see me as a threat for some reason. It's insane. I don't understand. I really don't understand. Because y'all know me, I ain't got time for the junk. But for some reason, they love to go over. I had people steal all my subscribers so many times, and had them to steal my views. They steal my views every day. That never stopped. They do everything. They do everything. They'll claim I took their video, and I never even take people's. These are the Love and Marriage Huntsville people. I don't be knowing. And it's always the new people that comes out. For some reason, it's the new ones that comes out and get in the sector. I don't know what it is. Okay, but anyway, it's the new people. I don't know. But I don't even got time for them right now, because when I have time for them, they'll know I'm coming, because I would announce my coming. I don't hide behind the keyboard. I would announce to them I'm coming, you know. But that's okay. She started having kids at a young age and didn't enjoy her life like she should have. Didn't nobody see there? When your mama tell you to stay home, leave these boys alone and stop being out in the street and hanging out and doing all this stuff, they don't listen as young teenagers. They be thinking mama trying to control you. Mama trying to control that, trying to control your legs from being open. That's what mama be trying to do. Mama trying to keep you from making the same mistake that maybe she made, or same mistake that other mamas let their kids make. That's the problem right there. And they want you. I don't know. But anyway, so 2 of her kids survived, 2 did not. I think it was the oldest one in the car, and then the baby didn't survive. The other 2 of them did. She claims that they had the devil in them. I don't know, but all the videos I've seen of her, she's prancing around, twerking, shaking her big butt, got her long fingernails clapping on her big butt and all this and stuff. If she having a hard time, stop with all the going and get all this stuff done to your body, perpetrating a fraud. Well, she was perpetrating a fraud. Because all the stuff that they found in the house with all these IDs and all these fake this and fake that. Oh yeah. Yeah, she going down for more than just unloving the kids and stuff. She's going down for a lot of other stuff too. But anyway, she called the police department when she was parked at a gas station, parked there. She got out of her car, was pumping gas, talking on the phone. And then she gets back in her car. I don't know whether she was on the phone with the police at the time while she was pumping the gas, but they're not sure. My understanding from last night, they're not sure whether, so I haven't looked at today's stuff yet, because I didn't get up until about 12 o'clock. But they're not sure whether she got 4 kids or 5 kids. They're not, they may be sure today, because I'm trying to pull up the latest information while we're on live. Plus, as for where it's happened, did she pop out the kids in the vehicle, or was it somewhere else? So that's what all of this, and that's what I'm trying to, y'all can tell something's wrong with my eye. Thank God I don't wear this makeup or nothing. I won't be able to do this. Okay, but anyway, they're trying to figure out. Well, we'll just get to it. How about that? We'll just go ahead and get to it. And this is, start it back over. And this is what Law&Crime Network, one of my favorites. So that information will be down below my video on the credit. All right. And also, let me just tell you, she was a contestant on Paternity Court. This is Onindia. This is her on Paternity Court, where she had she didn't know who the baby daddy was of one of her kids. That's what she claimed. I don't know. But this is her. And she do not look like this now. When you see her prancing around in her videos, she don't look like this now. Okay, here we go, guys.
Figure out who the father was of one of her children. This image is per Paternity Court's YouTube channel. Now, this mom is accused of the unthinkable, allegedly shooting 4 of her kids, killing 2 of
Y'all see that? That don't look like hers. Y'all see this woman? Sweet Tea. What was that name I gave to the butt? Was it butt something? Let me see in my book. I called it butt something. Let me see. I'm looking through one of my books here. I called it the butt. And I said I'll get I should get a t-shirt or something made with that on it. I'm looking right now. I called it the butt something. And I think you all, somebody, I think it was Sweet Tea, said, because I said, I need the cornet. It was butt something. Do y'all remember what I said? But beauty, I can't remember. If y'all remember, put it in the chat, because y'all know I don't remember. I forgot. You forgot too? I forgot. If y'all think about it, let me know. Drop it in the chat if you think about it. Okay. What do you all think of her butt right now with this dress on? Seems like she's hanging over the sides, huh? Seems like she's hanging all over the side of that dress. Now, I think the dress is too small. I don't mean to be ugly. She looks a hot mess. The hot mess. Oh, my Lord. Lord. She do. I think that dress, that dress don't fit. Just because a dress may fit you up here, that don't mean it fits you at the bottom. If it fits you at the bottom, that don't mean it may fit you at the top. It may be too big at the top, or maybe too little at the bottom, or may fit you good at the top and be too little at something. But that don't mean everybody can wear everything. And I think no. I don't know. If she's gonna wear the dress, oh Lord, I don't know. I'm gonna be quiet. That's why I haven't said nothing bad. I'm not saying nothing bad.
What we're learning about her past from her time on paternity court to what she said about parenting just a couple of weeks ago. We're on the case presented by Law&Crime. I'm Chris Stewart.
Did y'all see that? Did you see that butt?
Before I get into what this mom allegedly has been saying on social media about parenting and her time on that reality.
What you say, Sweet Tea, her butt job is messed up. It is messed up. Some people go get these butt jobs and it don't work out. It don't work out for them. And then they spent all those thousands of dollars to get it done, and then they broke, and then they can't go back and get it redone. It's like, no, I think I liked my butt before I had it, so I want y'all to remove this stuff. And it probably costs more, or you got to wait probably a couple of years or whatever before they remove it. I don't know, because y'all know I don't have a butt, and I'm not trying to get a butt. I like my butt just the way it is. No butt. I like this no butt. My husband liked this no butt. I think my husband liked that no butt better than me. Yes. Y'all should see my husband be doing that side eye. Like, ooh, yeah.
Reality television show. I want to break down with you the horrifying scene that law enforcement in Texas say they came upon on Saturday of last week. It was October 4th. Police say they were called to this gas station in Brazoria County, Texas. That's south of Houston. It was around 5 o'clock in the morning. The 911 caller, they say, was Onindia Romelus. Deputies said that they didn't know why they were responding to this gas station, but when they arrived, they found that her 4 children were shot. They were inside the car. 2 children were dead, a 13-year-old boy and 3-year-old girl. 2 other children were injured. They are now in stable condition. They are 8 years old and 9 years old. Deputies say that it's unclear if Romelus fired the gunshots in this gas station's parking lot, or did she allegedly do it somewhere else? Surveillance video allegedly shows her getting out of the car, getting gas, talking on her phone before deputies arrive. Authorities say they believe the gunshots were fired inside the car, but other than that, a lot of this is still a mystery. At a news conference on Sunday, law enforcement would not share too much detail. Here's part of what they said per Fox 26 in Houston.
We've been burning the midnight oil on this ever since this dropped, right? So I can assure you we're looking into this.
But then we received the court documents that have shown what Romelus allegedly told detectives after they took her into custody. Now, according to these court records, Romelus was asked whether she wanted to continue talking with authorities, and she said yes. Now, at first, when she was asked why she called 911, she said she couldn't talk about it. But when she was asked again about calling 911, she allegedly said, quote, "Instead of them doing it to me, I'm going to do it to them." Then when the
Now, what do y'all think about that? She said, instead of them doing it to me, I'm going to do it to them. That is the craziest thing. And the affidavit further said that do what? And Olinda said, KILL them all. Now that seems like that's some demon stuff. That's some demon. That sounds like that demon is coming out of her mouth. Ain't no mama gonna say that. And then if you look down here a little further, Olinda stated that she didn't call 911, that she called the devil. Let me say that again. Olinda stated that she didn't call 911, that she called the devil. So her statement that she made, instead of them doing it to me, I'm going to do it to them. What the mess is that? Now, if you look at what's going on in the world today, 2025 has been a disaster of a year. Everything, all sectors, spiritual warfare, everywhere, no matter where it is, your job, your home, your family, your livelihood, everything, wrong decisions, turn down America. We are in a crisis. You tear down the country, it puts a lot of people at risk, their mental state. People lose their jobs. They can't get their medication. They lose their insurance. Insurance means then you lose your money. Then you can't afford your medications. That puts stress on your mind. I'm not saying that she did it because she's crazy and because she was on medication. No, we are in spiritual warfare, no matter what kind it is. This woman, she could have gave those kids to somebody else. She could have took them over to a mama, sister, brother, cousin house, best friend's house, or told them to come pick them up and go live your life. There's too many people out there. She could all that dancing and prancing on all her social media, Instagram and Facebook and all that sort of stuff like that. She could have put out, anybody want some kids? I need to take care of me. I want to give my kids up. Anything. Could have took them to the first police station and dropped them off. She would not be in charge. She could have took them to the first fire department and dropped them off. She would not be charged. Took them to her mama, anybody, and said, hey, write on paper, I give you full custody. I give you this. I'm giving my kids to you. I cannot take it. Just write something. So that way the person can, Lord. You see what I'm saying? Give them to the daddies. I know she got question over one or two of them, but she could have still gave them to the daddy. The Bible is being fulfilled. Right, sweetie. Demonic spirit are everywhere. They are. Just not too long ago. I mean, Y'all saw the house this woman live in, right? It ain't like let me bring up this woman's house. See there? This is the house she lived in. A nice house, 2-car garage, a nice big 2-story house. And she drives a nice car. But she was doing some fraudulent things in that house. And neighbors said they saw the kids all the time. Nice kids. Yeah. Yeah. Olinda is accused of shooting and unaliving her 13-year-old son and a 3-year-old daughter. Her other 2 children, aged 8 and 9, survived the shooting. Olinda appeared in a reality TV show more than a decade ago to determine the paternity of her son, who is now accused of unaliving him. This woman, that's her right there. You see her putting up the 2 fingers like that? She's 31 years old. What you doing putting up 2 fingers like that for? Who's pissing you off that you got to do that while you prancing around shaking your big butt? You got 4 kids and you want to prance around and throw your butt up in the air. Not that it looks good either. It don't even look good. It just look nasty. Some people don't know what to do.
Investigator asked, quote, do what? Romelus allegedly said, quote, kill them all. Romelus then said she didn't call 911. She allegedly said she called, quote, the devil. As Romelus continued talking, she said that she was ready to work, which detectives write in the court document that it just didn't make sense. Romelus did allegedly say that she had 4 children and said their names and their ages correctly. But when asked where they were, she allegedly said, quote, the devil. When asked what she meant by that, she said, quote, they're dead. And quote, because you can't take me without me taking you. Now, at their news conference, deputies would not discuss anything related to the custody of the children or the family situation involving these children before the shooting. But we have learned that the question of paternity with at least one of these children, it has been raised before. In fact, it was raised very publicly on a TV show called Paternity Court. The episode is still public on YouTube. Now, the episode was about learning who the father was of an 18-month-old boy. Now, it is unclear if that child is one of the victims in this case, but his age does match up with the age of the 13-year-old who was killed. That boy found slumped over inside the car, according to deputies when they arrived at that gas station. Before I get back to this episode of On the Case, which is one of the most watched shows on YouTube, I need to stop and talk about our partner, Morgan & Morgan. We're talking about America's largest injury law firm with more than 1,000 attorneys and a history of winning.
Now, let me just say this. She keeps saying they are with the devil. They're unalive. And she had sense enough to name all her kids with their ages without getting messed up. Okay? She done already proved she ain't crazy. She just don't, she want to be able to live her life and jump around and shake her butt. That's what she want to do. And show her big booty off. And don't forget the thighs.
That appears to show Romelus posting content as recently as September 27th. Now, this is the post on that day in September. The video has the caption, quote, mama gotta have a life too. And here's the caption on the post that reads, quote, cause what it really do. You're not a bad B word if you're a terrible mother. To all my mamainas handling biz and did not handle biz this week, baby, go to happy hour, bleep them kids. Deputies say they are investigating the home where Romelus and her kids lived, which was more than an hour away north of Houston in Montgomery County, Texas. It is still unclear why Romelus and her children inside that vehicle were in the county south of Houston, again, an hour away Saturday morning when she called 911 allegedly. Romelus is now facing 2 counts of murder and 2 counts of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Bond is set at $5 million each for each murder count and $2 million for each aggravated assault count for a total of $14 million. Law enforcement would not speculate on a motive in this case. We still don't know that. KHOU-TV is reporting that CPS has made contact with Romelus in the past, but the details of that interaction has not been made public. Now, as far as any sort of of criminal record for Romelus. This mugshot is from 2022, and it was for an arrest in Georgia in Fayette County. It was related to a DUI.
Now, that's her 2022 mugshot. So, and this is because of her DUI and allegedly drugs. But anyway, so she is no stranger to getting mugshots. And she is no stranger to doing things against the law. And you're going to find out when police found that out when they went into the house and what they allegedly found. All those documents and false IDs and this and to make them and all this other stuff. Oh, yes. She got a little private business going on there. Her little private business. Probably that's why she can afford to go get all that surgery done. Allegedly.
Like possession of marijuana, failure to maintain lane, and having an improper tag. Court records show that she pleaded guilty to the DUI and improper tag charges, and prosecutors decided not to pursue the 2 other charges she was facing. Joining us now to talk more about this from Texas is Anthony Asso, criminal defense attorney and a former assistant district attorney. Thank you for taking the time to be with us. I know this is an incredibly sad case. Just initially from what we've learned, and there isn't a lot from deputies, but what do you just take away about the evidence that it seems that they have to this point?
Well, I think it's largely that they're relying on the 911 phone call, as well as probably interviews from the 2 children that survived the shooting, which, while eyewitness interviews are typically strong testimony, it's her own children. So I think that they're going to really want to work to build up more evidence that will corroborate the testimony of those 2 other children.
Yeah, and the 2 children who survived, I mean, they're both minors. How do you go about, I mean, from the prosecution standpoint of making sure that you have a story that you could use in court, considering these kids are so young? I believe they're 8 and 9 years old who survived.
Well, you want to find, in addition to testimonial evidence, you're going to want to look for all the direct physical evidence that could corroborate what happened, right? So they're going to be looking at the shell casings on the scene. My understanding is that these shootings occurred at a gas station. So we're going to want to look for surveillance video to find out if there's any footage that will corroborate the child witnesses' statements. Because not only are they young witnesses, but they're also the children of the defendant in this case. And so in addition to all the emotional trauma that they're dealing with right now, when it comes down to time to potentially testify in some sort of trial setting, their emotions and feelings could be kind of up in the air.
She's being held on a $14 million bond. And I know in a lot of states, and typically you don't see bond that high.
No.
How does it work in Texas where someone could actually be, and I know they broke it down with the 2 murder charges are $5 million apiece, and then the 2 aggravated assault charges with a deadly weapon, I believe it was, are $2 million apiece, bringing it to 14. How does that work in Texas?
Well, just like any other state, Texas has to abide by the Constitution. So you can't use bail in order to oppress somebody, and everyone's entitled to bail. However, in Texas, if they put on a proof evident hearing, and I think we could anticipate that there could be a capital murder charge in this case. We don't have that much information yet, but in the event that Brazoria does file capital murder, and they did intend to seek death in this case, they could have a proof evident hearing and ultimately hold the defendant at no bond. But without doing that, and just on murder charges, she's entitled to bail. And I do think that amount is high, so we'll likely see her defense attorneys file a writ in an effort to lower the bond. Still, I imagine that the bonds will be out of reach for her in these cases.
Because, and still, I mean, we haven't learned a lot about what exactly links her to this shooting. Deputies have said that they believe it happened in the car. They're still figuring out exactly where. They were asked about the murder weapon. It was unclear whether they actually have that. When it comes to a bond hearing in the short term, I mean, what would be the argument that a defense attorney could have to try and lower her bond? And also the other part of it is, what's the point of even lowering it if it would be an amount over $1 million that she might not be able to afford?
Sure, I think it's just...
That is true. She's not going to be able to afford that. She's going to do just like the Dittler did. Well, Dittler could afford his. He just wasn't going to be let out because he faced a danger to society, to his victims and everybody else. He faced a danger to them. Okay? So he wasn't going to get out to 50 million. He could have probably offered 100 million. They weren't going to let him out anyway. But anyway, with her, oh no, she ain't going to be able to get $14 million bond. I know she won't pay the whole $14 million, but she can't even get a $1 million bond. Who gonna? No. So she's gonna be in there. She's gonna be in there until her trial and everything else. She ain't getting out, guys. So she won't be able to do any harm to anybody else. So if she did have a fifth child or anybody else, she won't be able to harm nobody, not even nobody, no, not even herself. She's staying. And to be honestly, I don't think she is fit to get out. There's too many people around that she could hurt. If you're that demon inside of you that you can unalive your 4 kids, try to unalive and successfully unalive 2 of them, and you said they are dead to you, oh no, you don't need to be out. You don't need to be out, not at all. Because when those kids get out, they may go to a family member. Right now, CPS got custody of them, but they may go to a family member. And if this is all allegedly though, but she may happen to pop up there and finish off what she's doing.
Regardless, it's your responsibility as a lawyer to get the bond as low as possible in an effort to try and help her make that bond. Putting together a defense is going to be a lot more successful if you're able to communicate with your client. And the reality is if your client is in custody, that's harder. It's harder to have communication with them. I think the arguments that the defense will likely make are that she's got no criminal history. And I think that they'll probably argue her financial means in this case. But with the facts, as far as from what we've seen so far, I think the prosecution will just rely on the facts. And it wouldn't surprise me if the judge didn't budge on the bail amount in this case.
You read through some of the court documents, and she made some very bizarre, scary statements, saying things like her children are with the devil. She said, kill them all. On one hand, that could be very incriminating, but on the other hand, you would look and say that this isn't someone who maybe is in the right state of mind. How does the law see a statement like that of whether an insanity defense could be coming?
Yeah, Chris, so the law in Texas, when it comes to insanity, basically states that you have to establish that the person wasn't aware of the consequences of their actions. So they really couldn't process what they were doing at the time that the offense was committed. It's a really high standard, and you don't often see successful insanity defenses. They do occur, but it's definitely the exception to the rule. So I think statements like that are something that the defense at least would tip the defense off to explore in this case, especially when we're talking about first-degree murder charges or potentially capital murder, where a defendant faces life without parole in prison. The defense has to explore every single avenue, whether that's is she the person that actually committed the offense? Was she acting in self-defense, or did she do it, but was she acting? Was she insane at the time and unable to process what was going on? So I think we'll certainly see the defense explore that avenue in this case.
What would be the point where the defense could actually make that argument? Because it's one thing that she makes these statements in spur of the moment. I haven't seen anything that she's had any sort of history with mental health in the past. Maybe she has an undiagnosed disorder that could explain some of this activity. How does both the prosecution and defense kind of explore that and figuring out whether that would be a viable defense for her?
Well, the first line for the defense in this case is going to be obtaining an expert to have her evaluated and to look at the facts and look at the overall investigation of this case, because they're not going to be able to establish that she was acting out of insanity if they don't have an expert testify to that effect. You've got to then notify the state if you intend to use that kind of evidence in a trial. So I imagine the state would have their own expert to conduct a similar evaluation. To counter that, I think the prosecution is likely going to rely on the circumstances surrounding the shooting in this case, right? The fact that Ms. Romelus left the scene is going to be something that they would rely upon to say, look, you fled in an effort to avoid getting in trouble, which goes so that you had recognition of the consequences of your actions. Yeah. So it's sort of the circumstances surrounding the shooting that I think the state will heavily rely on.
If it was found, I'm just thinking off the top, say she's schizophrenic and she's never known that she was schizophrenic, and they find through this evaluation that she is. I mean, what's the bar still, even if that was the case? What makes the bar so high to actually use an insanity defense?
Well, you could rely, I mean, the schizophrenic, her suffering from schizophrenia could be probative for the defense, but it's a matter of tying that into this instant offense and showing that due to that schizophrenic episode, that the defendant couldn't process what they were doing. And so you have to create that nexus. And I think that's what makes the bar so high here. I think.
Let me ask you, if a person is schizophrenic, wouldn't that family been knowing, even if she have never been diagnosed, maybe because of lack of insurance, lack of money, or lack of knowing any better, but wouldn't they have seen some signs in the past? All of a sudden you just, today, I'm going to analyze my kids, versus something they can notice a pattern or something. of her from years back, days back, weeks back, months back, or something? Just saying. What do you all think? Put that down in the chat. I would like to know you all what you think about that. Is that something that just pops up and happens all of a sudden now I'm schizophrenic, or is it, my understanding is something that been happening and people have been noticing a change in you, or the things probably not. Stressful probably triggered it. Stress probably triggered it. Yeah. You could be brought on by stress. That is weird. Y'all know what I'm saying? Thank you, sweetie.
Finding an expert to testify to say, hey, look, a lot of people won't say, a lot of people won't say schizophrenia could lead to that, or could lead to you not recognizing what's going on. So it's having an evaluation that shows that, in fact, she didn't realize what she was doing at the time she shot her 2 children. So I think that's what creates a high bar.
And even beyond that, because if they file capital murder charges and say they seek the death penalty in this case because she shot 4 kids allegedly, killing 2 of them, on the flip side of it, let's say she was found not guilty by reason of insanity. Like, what would life look like for her? And I know we're getting way ahead of ourselves of where we are in this, but just thinking that one possibility could eventually be the death penalty, what would be on the flip side of that if the insanity defense actually worked out?
Yeah, that's a good question, Chris, because I think there's a general assumption that someone would then just walk free. And the reality is they don't. There's a structured period of time where when somebody's found not guilty by reason of insanity, that they can still, they're incarcerated, but they're typically in a state mental hospital until there's a restoration of their sanity and competency. So you don't just walk away from that without any sort of, I wouldn't use the word punishment, but ongoing treatment for whatever mental illness you were struggling with at the time. But I do think, whether or not they can mount an insanity defense, I do think if there was any mental health, that's something the defense would use in an effort to sort of mitigate whatever offer she might receive from the state before a trial ever occurred in this case.
And I know that you've worked cases in this county. In a case like this, if they do have the evidence that they believe that they have, or at least that they've kind of insinuated to us that they've had, that seems like they have a pretty strong case. I mean, how likely is it that prosecutors would offer a deal down the line if it's something where it seems like she would get the death penalty for this?
Well, assuming that they have the facts they need to make this case, and there's not anything to support that she was acting out of any mental health episode, I think they're going to be really hard pressed to get any sort of offer. The defense would be hard pressed to get any sort of offer that would resolve this case. I imagine that there's going to be long sentences. I mean, I think we could see, and if they were to file a capital murder charge, we could easily see an offer of life without parole, or a life sentence offering in this case. And so under those circumstances, it typically leads to trials.
And I know you work in Houston, and she lives in Montgomery County, which, just looking at a map, is north of the city, and then Brazoria County is south of Houston. It seems like these are, just in terms of trying to figure out exactly what happened. I mean, they say call 911 around 5 o'clock in the morning Saturday. She's at this gas station south of the city, very far away from where she lives. Just the geographic part of this, as somebody who lives in Houston, what stands out to you?
Well, it's odd. I think the time of day, obviously, at that hour being, because Montgomery County and Brazoria County, specifically where Ms. Romelus lived, that's about an hour and a half to an hour and 45 minutes away. So she's at a random gas station at 5:30 in the morning with all of her kids in the back seat. It's definitely, I see investigators wanting to find out more about why she was down there. And the way they're going to do that, I think, will be through cell phone examination. So they'll probably get a warrant to search that phone and talk to witnesses that knew more about her life.
And then just if I think of the defense attorney that's going to get this case, and let's say the mental health argument, the insanity defense is just not there. How do you approach this case with her and defend someone if the prosecution, it seems that they feel like they have a pretty strong case that they have the person responsible for what happened to these kids?
Well, it's hard to say what specifically a defense lawyer is going to.
Hi, MAF. Thank you for being here. There's such thing as schizophrenic break when you can snap. I didn't know that. Thank you. Thank you. So she snapped. Is that why you think she probably just said, unalive them all, and they're with the devil and all this sort of stuff? Oh, I'm not giving her that excuse. Oh, okay, all right. I understand. I wouldn't give it to her either. There's too many kids out here that's looking for a family.
to do without knowing the entirety of the investigation. But there's a lot of things they'll probably want to harp in on. They're going to want to listen to the statement of the two other children. They're going to want to look at the crime scene and look to see whether the investigation was conducted properly. Were chain of custodies when it comes to the ballistics on scene done properly? Did they do DNA in this case? And just when you look at the big picture, trying to find the holes in the investigation where the police didn't do their job like they're supposed to. I think that would be a start. I also think that there might not be mental health issues, but there's certainly things that you can look back on and try to find about Ms. Romelus that might mitigate why she did this, right? So you're going to want to look at her childhood and kind of dig back every layer of her life to see if there's things in her life that were traumatic that might lead her to act or respond in a certain way.
Yeah, I mean, you just look at this reality television show and to just think of, the place that someone would be to even go on a show like that. And is that kind of the story that a defense could tell eventually when we get down the line? If this were to go to trial, just knowing how, I know you've done work in this county. So this happens on Saturday, October 4th. Now it's Tuesday, so it's been a couple days. I mean, what would trial time look like to actually get to a trial from here?
The wheels of justice turn slow, Chris.
Yeah.
And especially in Houston and surrounding counties, just because there's a big population. So I don't foresee this case going to trial within the next year and a half. I think more likely we're looking at 2. And especially when it comes to murder cases and a murder of a child, there are going to be boatloads of discovery. I don't think the investigation stops once the suspect is found. I think that now police officers are likely or should be writing warrants again to get into electronics that belong to her to try and establish motive and understand why it is that she did what she did. So in the event that the defense makes some sort of mental insanity argument or that there was mental health and she wasn't really acting like herself, they can say, no, look, this is a motive that she had going into the shooting that day. I can't say whether or not that evidence exists, but I think that this investigation will be ongoing for quite some time.
Yeah, I know that law enforcement there in that county have said that they're burning the midnight oil, trying to figure out exactly how this could happen. Horrific case. Anthony Asso, criminal defense attorney, thank you for taking the time to be with us on Law&Crime. We appreciate it.
Okay. Oh my God. Sweet Tea asked MAF, can schizophrenic show up later in life? That is a good question. That is. And you know what? This case, I'm going to follow this case. I am going to follow this case, guys. Yes, I am. This is going to, because this needs to be checked. This needs to be shown because there's a lot of people out there because of the time that we're in. 2025 has been a turning out to be a horror year. Okay, I'm not going to put it lightly. It is. People losing their jobs, people losing their insurance, not able to get medications, losing their homes, everything. We're under spiritual warfare. We're out of the country. I would say we got all these January 6th people running around all over the street, snatching up folks. Don't know what they're doing. Never done this before, and they just snatching up folks, kidnapping people everywhere. Oh, it's and then people are doing unaliving too many people every day. And while I was getting ready for this case last night, getting my slides and stuff together, came across another one. Same day. Another mother. And then don't forget the one that happened. I was watching about last week where the mother tried to drown her kids in the pond in front of their home. At their home. I think it was in the front of the house. A big, huge mansion here in, I think there was Texas too. I think it was Texas. Trying to drown her kids. And the father had to come out there and save the kids. I think he saved all of them or 2 of them. I think he saved the kids, but the mama, and she got out of it. I think police got her out of the water or something. Or did he save them all or 2 or some of them? I can't remember. But it's going crazy. It's crazy. Too many people out here that want kids, can't have kids. And for her to just Want to get rid of them? Babies? This is sad. This is a terrible time, guys. Terrible time. Let me see any updates on this story. Let me just check right quick for us. Any new press conference or any updates within the last hours? That's what I'm looking for. But everybody was all over the story yesterday. Now, this happened on the 4th of this month. So that was 4 days ago. Just 4 days ago. Let me oh my God, there's a live right now. A live right now going on. There's a live going right now, guys, with a breaking news in Houston. Live breaking news in Houston. Hazmat situation. Sugar Line Land Road rage. Pow, pow, pow. Body found in Bayou. I mean, this is crazy. This is too much. But we're going to keep on this story with this woman here. Let me just pull up some of the information. Now, I showed you, this is her, for anybody that didn't see her picture earlier. This is the woman that we're talking about. Her name is Onindia Romelus. And then this is her showing her putting up 2 fingers while she's prancing around on her live. Okay. Now they're searching the house also, and that's why they are coming up with other evidence of documents and stuff where she has all these alias and fake IDs and all these documents where she was doing fraudulent things, allegedly. Nice house and everything, 2-car garage, 2-story home, brick, nice neighborhood, seems like. This is her mugshot. This is the mugshot from 2022. I think it is 2022. And this is her on paternity court on that show, TV show. Now, this is the list of her kids. The kids' names and stuff. Only reason I got this because it's already been shown everywhere else, the name of the kids. And it seemed like all 4 kids have different last names. And she was on paternity court for one of her kids, trying to figure out who's the daddy. Because through DNA tests, they do the DNA test. You're the daddy or you're not the daddy. But anyway, somebody else had made comment on that. That was before I was able to get all the kids' names. But somebody else made a comment that all the kids got different last names, different baby daddies. If you're single, never been married, and I got all these, no, they all going to have my last name because I'm not going to be going into school trying to prove this is my child, this is my child. No, to that man marry you? No, I ain't giving him no, he ain't honoring my kids because if he want to honor my kids, he'll marry me. Well, we have been married. So no, the kids ain't getting his last name. You want the kids to have your last name? Take care of them. Take care of them. And then I'll think about it later. But when I'm leaving the hospital, no, they got my last name. And this is from People magazine here. I'll just pull up on People because it's all the same thing. Let me just pull up on People for you guys. This is the complaint right here. This is the complaint on Saturday October the 4th. So that's when it happened, October the 4th, 2025. An investigator, C. Davis, was served as the on-call investigator for the South District County. I'm not going to even say the county, but it's in Texas. An affidavit was advised of a shooting at 22679 North South Highway 288 in Arlington, Texas. Let me see, when did they say it happened? It don't say a time. I don't see a time. I know it was early in the morning, about 5 a.m. or something like that. But also, it was at a also known as the Oasis convenience store. Affidavit learned from the county deputy that a Black female identified as Onindia Romelus had shot her 4 juvenile children and was currently located at the convenience store, located at, South Highway 288, Arlington, Texas. Upon my arrival, the affidavit said the officer observed a white passenger car at a gas pump, number 2, in front of the Oasis gas station. Observed a white passenger car being, I don't know what that is. They got to have the engine running with all of the doors open and a white, oh my God. See, I didn't know that part. Y'all see this? Do you all see this part here? Do you all see that part? Oh my God. See, I did not see that. I did not hear that until just now. As my mother would say, Lord have mercy. Oh my God, have mercy. You're right. Oh Lord have mercy. I think that's what any mom would have come up on, something like that, or seen something like that, or heard first thing out of their mouth. Like that. Lord have mercy. Lord, they throw their hands up in the air and just say, Lord have mercy. You're right, Terry. Oh my Lord. But did y'all see that? Ooh, my Lord have mercy. Okay. Tell you what, let me just do it this here way. It'll be easier. So you can see it a lot better. I hope it's got the same stuff that I'm reading. Let me just see. Let me see. She's facing several charges, including the unaliving as well. Let me see. Okay. A Texas mother accused of papering her 4 kids and unaliving 2 of them once appeared on a reality TV show. We already talked about Onindia 31. Okay, we got to that part. That was Saturday, October the 4th, when she papered her 4 kids, unaliving her teenage son and a toddler daughter. So her toddler daughter and a teenage son, and the ones that should still be alive is the 8-year-old and a 9-year-old. Police did not publicly name the kids, but they was identified by KHOU 11 as 13-year-old and a 3-year-old. The other 2 kids, 8-year-old and 9-year-old, an 8-year-old boy and a 9-year-old girl, survived survived the shooting and are in stable condition. That's per the sheriff's office. Law enforcement responded to a report of a pow shooting found on Linda and her children in a vehicle when they believed the shooting took place. She was arrested on the scenes. But I want to get to the part. I don't think they have the part about the door was open. Let me see, do they? If not, then we have to go back to that part. I don't see it. Okay. She has been charged with 2 counts of murder and 2 counts of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. The sheriff office said in their statement, she is being held on $14 million bond. Plea and attorney information did not appear in an online court record for the Montgomery County. If you suspect any child abuse, call the Child Help National Child Abuse Hotline at 1-800-4-A-CHILD or 1-800-422-4453. Or you can go to the www.childhelp.org. All calls are free, guys, toll free and confidential. And it's open 24 hours, 24/7. And they have more than 107 languages. Now, I did want to make sure I say that. Okay, in an episode which KHOU 11 reports that aired nearly 12 years ago, Onindia told the host that she was involved with 2 men at the same time. Her partner, Dwayne Seymour, claims she engaged sex with another man, Jeremy Covington, the same time she conceived her child, which Onindia admits. Neither of the men proved to be the father of the 18-month-old child. Neither one. So she claimed one of these, either Dwayne or Jeremy, was the father, and found out neither one of them was the father. Oh, my Lord. So I guess she thinks she just got pregnant just by looking at a man, huh? I guess she thinks she just got pregnant just by looking at a man. You can't just look at a man and get pregnant, woman. You just can't rub against a man and get pregnant. So that means you've been fooling around with more than just them too. She sounded like she was a hoe. I'm not calling the woman a hoe. Wow, she was out there doing her for real, for real. You know that's for real, sweetie. I'm not trying to call the woman a hoe, but she seemed like she's been doing too much. Then Onindia Montgomery County was the one who called 911 and appeared paranoid during her interview with the police, according to the court document cited on KHOU 11. She allegedly told the police she called 911 because instead of them doing it to me, I'm going to do it to them, per the court's documents. Oh, my Lord, woman. What do you think what did she think her kids was going to do to her? These are babies. Babies. Even a 13-year-old. Babies. She further alleged the children was dead to her and they were with the devil. At one point stating, because you can't tell me without me. Wait now, because you can't take me without me taking you. That's her investigation by KHOU 11 reported. So she said they're dead to her and that they're with the devil. And then she also stated that you can't take me without me taking you. So she must be thinking in her brain, or whatever she just want to say, that they was trying to take her down, take her out. That's what I'm getting, allegedly. Now, Child Protective Services told KHOU 11 that they are investigating the case and working to ensure the well-being and the safety of the surviving children. Okay. So she was a contestant on Paternity Court, TV series that focused on all things family, ranging from questions about paternity to stories involving DNA. The series had its last episode on YouTube more than a year ago, and the website for the series was unavailable as of Tuesday, October the 7th. I wonder whether they pulled it because of her, pulled that episode with her on it. You know what I'm saying? Some reality shows and TV shows do that. When a person is, they'll pull that episode. I wonder, was that it? Wow, she was out. Yeah. I wonder, did they just pull that? Well, two of her children, 8-year-old boy and 9-year-old girl, survived the shooting. Thank God for that those two did survive. I wish all of them would have survived. But then they would have to live with the horror of what their mother did. You know what I'm saying? They would have to live with that. But at least they'll be alive. Okay, guys, we're going to go ahead on and finish we're going to do last 30 minutes on the deposition of David E. Taylor. But before I show you that other part of his deposition, I wanted you all to see this here. David E. Taylor, I'm calling him by his full name. Okay. So we're going to finish up this deposition right here. But before I finish up the deposition, I want to show you all that what he was doing when he was young. Okay. Let me just show you all that. And I got this here, and we're going to come back to it. Oh, no, I can say that for another. Let's go ahead and finish up this deposition. No, I don't know. Let me see how long it is first before I show it. And then also, let me just show you this. We do have, guess who we have? We have Michelle Brennan, his right hand woman. We got her deposition. Yes, we do. Oh, we got hers. I haven't listened to none of hers yet. We're going to have to start. What I'm going to do probably tomorrow, if nothing else, break, or maybe tonight. I don't know. I want to do some of his and some of hers. Oh Lord, that's going to be a good live. That's going to be good, guys. Y'all know that's going to be good. Oh, they can't escape me. Oh no. Oh, it's short, so we'll still be able to watch some of the deposition because this is short. This is David E. Taylor at the beginning of the cult. That's what it says. David E. Taylor, the beginning of his cult. This information is going to be down in my description box below my video. And it shows this is 5 years ago. 5 years ago in the USA. That's what it got. 5 years ago. Guys, we got to see this. I have not watched it. I've just been saving it for y'all. Okay, here we go. Oh, okay. Here we go, guys. Y'all ready? Let me get rid of this music. Here we go. Y'all see that? This is Mississippi, 1996. Shaw, Mississippi.
That's right. That's right. Oh, hallelujah. Get more pain. Get more pain. That's right. No more pain. No more pain. Lift your hands, brother, and thank Jesus for this. No more pain in your body. No more pain. Come on, leave y'all some pain. Wait, you're healed. I love you.
I have cancer. I have 2 months to make it.
She have 2 months to live. So let's don't face it. Fire, loose her. Spirit of death, come out. Man, that spirit that come out of her body. Help her up. Ushers. I usually make this. Come on, people. There is no one else like you. Breathe in. Your breathing is back.
Yeah.
You better give that woman back her oxygen tank. This woman can pass out over his fake lies and these fake ministry prayers that he's doing over these people. That woman can seriously be harmed from you taking her oxygen off her. Lord of mine. Ooh, I hope nothing happened to this woman. Ooh, Lord, I pray.
There is no one.
Thank you, Lord.
How are you doing out there in St. Louis? I'm going to tell you something. Jesus Christ is the greatest man that you ever heard about. I'm going to tell you something. There's no man that has ever made history like he has. Not Alexander the Great, not John Henry, no one. Jesus Christ is the same today as he was then, today, and forevermore. And he's not history, he's now. Hallelujah. Glory to God. I'm going to tell you something. The greatest move of God is about to happen in history that we've ever seen. I know you're probably wondering why I'm jumping up like this. I feel the fire of God now. I'm going to tell you something. God is about to...
Oh, what you say, Terry? Unless she's part of the scheme. I didn't think, you know what? I do believe a lot of people are part of the scheme. That is a good thing. That's good. That's good. That's something to think about. Is she part of his scam going on right now? Was she part of it? And if so, is she still one of the people? Is she one of the people that being enslaved in that church that was working for free? I think they all are part of the scam. I do. When you see people doing all that stuff, they are just was rehearsed on what we're gonna do. And after a while, you learn to do what you after you did once or twice, a couple of times, you know how to play the role. Every church you go, every time, every Sunday, you do the same thing. Oh my Lord. He started at a young age, deceiving people, being a false prophet.
Move on the earth in a mighty way.
Because I'm telling you something, this church is going to expand.
Now, let me just say something. The uniform that he got on, a lot of people always talk about, he always wore his military outfits, his uniforms, his dictator outforms.
This church is going to expand. I'm telling you about the Holy Ghost. Because God needs more mega houses. When I was in heaven, you not know there are men who glory over having a big church. They think because they got 21,000 members in a city that got 7 million, they think they're successful. That's failure. See, heaven don't judge like we judge. We think because other pastors that are whatever got a smaller ministry than us or whatever, we think that all that is something. It's nothing. If you can have that bigger church and you can't change the city, you are powerless. And it is pathetic
Okay, guys. Y'all heard that. That was so the last few minutes we're gonna tell me what y'all think about that. He ain't new to this. He's been doing this. This ain't nothing new for him. That was captured 5 years ago. That ain't nothing to David. David know what he's doing. He's been doing this. So I'm gonna go ahead and put up the last I think it's 15 minutes of part of his deposition. Part of David's deposition. It become deposition. Oh my Lord. Wow. He is true to the fraud. He is true. That's why he's so good at it. Watch how suave he is in this courtroom. Watch how good he lies. Now, I can't remember what we left off at. Y'all, I know I don't know. If y'all remember where we left off, let me know.
Are you referring exclusively to this 20320 Superior Road building?
Yes.
I think we heard that part before. I'm going to go on to 40 minutes and see.
Location like this.
No,
we have that in Taylor. Okay.
I did not limit my question to an office.
Okay, so yeah, be more specific so I can know what you're saying.
Oh, no, he didn't.
Where's the residential center that is on your asset and liability sheet?
Oh, it's in St. Louis.
Okay.
But that's not an office.
I'm not, I asked a few times, it doesn't have to be an office, any facility.
I remember this part. I don't know that we get past this part, but I remember her asking that question.
The building structure that you work out of, office or otherwise.
Okay.
So there is a residential center.
Oh, yes. Of course. You should have said that earlier. I didn't know
no,
what you
should have answered earlier.
No, you didn't.
Residential
you didn't
center.
Explain enough.
Residential center is in St. Louis.
Be direct and specific so I can answer your question.
Sir, that's why I was suggesting you not interrupt me so that I could finish the sentence and you'd be real clear what we were asking.
Okay.
So a residential center does exist in St. Louis.
Oh, of course, yes.
Okay.
But that's not an office.
It doesn't have to be an office.
Okay. I thought you was talking about a professional location like this.
No,
we have that in Taylor. Okay.
I did not limit my question to an office.
Okay, so yeah, be more specific so I can know what you're saying.
One thing when she is more specific, he evades the question. He don't answer the question. He acts like he acts like he doesn't know what she's talking about. Oh, he acts stupid when she be direct and answer. When she giving him direct questions, he act like he don't know because he knows she's on to him.
What is this residential center?
Oh, this is a place that the ministry owns. Well, not own. We're in the process of buying that. Yeah, we don't own it yet.
So are you renting to buy or are you?
Yeah, we're leasing to buy. Mm-hmm.
Same thing.
You have that as an asset of $2,844,500. So do you own it?
I just answered that, didn't I?
No, wait now. See how she asked him directly, right? He said, when she asked, "Are you renting?" He said, "Leasing to own." That's the same thing. Are you renting to own? He talking about leasing to own. She and then she did ask him about that, and then now he's trying to he's very combative because she knows he's trying to trip her up. He's just lying. He just trying to act like he don't understand, but he doesn't act like this when he's on preaching. He be going off on his people. He be the congregation. He goes off on them. He talk to them like they dirt dogs, Lord and low. and he treats them like they Lord and low. I think we heard this part, but I'm going to let him finish out this part because we want to see he's trying to pretend like she ain't asking the right question. She asking the right questions, man. You just trying to evade the questions. That's what it is.
We didn't own it.
Okay,
We're
but
leasing
where
to buy
does
it.
I'm sorry?
We're leasing to buy it. Did you? I thought we just said that.
All right, but
Yeah.
you have listed it as an asset worth $2,844,000.
You can list something as an asset when you don't own it. If you're leasing, you haven't bought it yet. You're still leasing it. So if you're leasing it, you don't own that. You can't list that as something that you own as an asset. You cannot do that, man. He knows that. Oh, Lord. See, this is what these false preachers like this will get you.
Oh, that should be more of a liability. Yeah.
Would you
He didn't ask you that.
like to take a look at the
Oh, okay. Yes.
document? And then you put the liability on page 2.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. What we have already paid compared to what it's worth. Is that what you're saying? What
you
because
listed it.
It's not paid off. Like
we know
so
that.
where does the number $2,844,000 come?
He's just trying to be slick. He's just trying to slip and slide. That's what it is. We know. Lord, this man, he's making it difficult. He want to make that question so difficult. That's what he's doing, trying to make the question difficult instead of just answering it. She knows. Oh Lord, who he think he fooling with? Susie the Boo Boo? No, he ain't fooling with Susie the Boo Boo. Totally sick. Yeah.
From on your asset and liability.
That's, I guess, the appraisal value of the home or the residential center. Yeah.
Is it a home?
No, it's a residential center. We use it.
All right. So you're saying it's not something you own, but you have it listed as an asset of $2.8 million.
That's probably a mistake. Like I say, it probably should be a liability.
What now? What? I can't. It's probably a mistake. That's what he said. It's probably a mistake. That food that she is trying. You don't accidentally make a mistake that big, over $2 million, and you're trying to say that's a mistake? No mistake. That's you trying to fraud. That's fraudulent. That's you trying to fraud. And you getting caught in it, and now you're trying to backpedal and make her seem like she ain't answering giving you the questions right. She ain't being specific. She ain't being direct, and she ain't being this, and she don't understand what lease or rent is when renting and leasing is the same thing. And you can put something down that you don't own. Oh, he trying to make her seem like she boo-boo the fool. That ain't your name, boo-boo the fool. She looking at you like you trying to con her. You trying to slick. What you said? Slick con on her. That's all. That's what you're trying to do.
Yeah, that should be a liability. I think that was an error there.
Who prepares this? This document called balance sheet.
I don't know. I don't know which one of them. I have 3 people in the office that could do this. I don't know which one.
Who would those 3 people be?
Michelle, Ashley.
What's Michelle? Is it just Michelle?
Probably, yes.
And her last name?
Brannon.
Brannon?
Yes.
Okay, and the next person?
Ashley Ware.
How do you spell Ashley?
Ashley.
And how do you spell Ware?
Ware. Okay.
And the next one?
Bashira. I really don't know how to spell that one. Bashira.
Is it a man or woman?
It's a lady. Mm-hmm.
Bashira?
Yeah.
And her
For
last
sure.
name?
You know, I'm trying to pronounce that. Hargus.
Can you just spell it?
Haque, something like that.
Now, this is another thing of deflection. Anybody know David E. Taylor? He knows everybody's name. He knows what they do, when they sleep, when they eat, what they had to eat, whether they hit their goal, whether they went over the goal, what their numbers are. He knows everything. He don't let nobody do anything without his knowledge. He keeps a track on everything and everybody. So him acting like he don't know how to spell that person's name or what their name are or who did this, he knows who do everything. And so does Michelle Brennan, which is his right hand. Same way Diddy had a right hand. The Diddler had a right hand, which was KK, Katrina Crum. That was his right hand. He got a right hand, Michelle Brennan. She knows everything and he knows everything because they talk on the phone all during the day. She gives him update and he calls in and tell her what to do. So he just lying, guys. Don't let this man keep perpetrating like he don't know. He knows. And then I always no, I don't know. No, he knows everything. He's trying to deflect and put it on to someone else, trying to put it on to his people that's under him, like Michelle and everybody else, and Ashley and the other woman. That's what he's trying to do. Like Ashley Ware, Michelle Brennan, and the other person, he don't even know who she is. Oh, he knows.
Are these all employees?
No, they are volunteer workers.
No. He called these people armor bearers. Armor bearers. Like armor, like you got on armor and a bearer. That's what he called them. Oh, they're not volunteers. Oh, yeah, they slave workers. Oh, yeah, I forgot.
Employee.
Who's the employee?
Michelle.
And these two people are volunteers?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Do you have an accountant that does any kind of accounting work for you?
We have a private firm, yes.
And who is that?
Davis and Associates.
Davidson?
Davis and Associates.
Davis and Associates?
Mm-hmm.
And where are they located?
In St. Louis.
So you don't know who prepared this balance sheet?
Like I say, it could have been one of those three. I don't want to tell you a story. I can't tell you exactly.
I don't want you to tell me anything you can't verify.
So I don't.
But your accountant did not.
Now, what are you asking? Are you asking if the accountant did the balancings, or did someone provide these sheets to you? What are you saying? What are you saying?
In terms of who prepared this document about assets and liabilities, would your accountant have prepared this?
I don't think my accountant did that. I think that the internal office tried to answer your questions, and they pulled information from maybe documents that my professional firm did and tried to give you what you needed.
So were these documents created for the purpose of this deposition, or did they exist before?
Oh, they exist before. We have everything documented. Everything. Every penny.
But you acknowledge that you believe this 2.8 million is an error.
It has to be, because the residential center is not paid off. So it couldn't be an asset, right? It's a liability. And that's how the banks would show it, right? You would know that, right?
I don't answer questions. This is one way.
Okay, I'm just saying, I'm trying to get understanding.
All right, so tell me the residential center. Did we get an address for that? I need an address for the residential center.
Yeah, 24,000 Timpage.
What is it?
Timpage, T-I-M.
T-I-M.
P-A-I-G-E.
That's the name of the street?
Yes, Timpage.
Mm-hmm. That type of Timpage?
Timpage, yeah.
Avenue, road, anything?
I think it's road, probably.
And that is in St. Louis?
Yes, Chesterfield, Missouri.
So you're renting with an option to buy?
Yes,
And who is the owner then?
the ministry. Oh, no, I'm sorry. The ministry is renting with the option to buy. The owner is Harold Lewis.
Okay, and what goes on at the residential center?
Well, I mean, it's
Objection to form of the question. What are you trying to ask?
yeah.
What is its purpose? Who goes there?
It is really it's a gathering place for our ministry where I bring in different leaders and also the staff that we have as a place of maybe resort and teaching and training.
Resort?
Yeah, teaching. A resort where we teach and train.
What do you mean by the word resort? Usually people think of that as
Maybe I'm not saying it right. Let's strike that word. Maybe it's a place where they can come and be refreshed. Like, I don't know if you have ever been on Christian retreats or things like that where people can go and hear the word of God and also relax and that kind of thing. So,
but it's not a church.
No, it's not a church.
Do people live there?
It's habitable, yes. We could live there.
Who is Harold Lewis?
We could stay overnight.
Do people stay overnight and live there?
No, people stay overnight. When I have guests in, they could come in and do that. But I have my own apartment. I stay in a small apartment.
In the residential center?
No, I have my own personal apartment.
Okay, we'll get to that. But
So what I'm saying, so the residential center is used, it has bedrooms and stuff like that, so you can stay in there. But it's more so used for a retreat and a place where, people can be refreshed. Am I answering right? Am I okay? Okay.
He know whether he's answering right. Just answer the question, be truthful. That's what you're supposed to do. This is an deposition or interrogation. He don't want you to say interrogation, so you have to say deposition. He know, just answer be truthful, and then you be okay. But you lie, you won't. The owner of the residential center. Oh, he got to be part of the church if he is, because David E. Taylor is the head honcho. He's the one that says God is his best friend. And he sat in the lap of Jesus, just like he's looking at you and I. They talk all the time. Just in person to person, not any other way.
You're confident of that address that you gave me on Tim Page?
Yeah, 24,000, is that right?
You tell me.
I thought that is.
You're confident of that address, though?
I think so. I think that's right. Am I wrong? Do I need to look something up? What's the...
You're answering the question to the best of your knowledge.
Yes, thank you.
Do I need to look something up?
Is it possible that it's 15,400?
Oh, yes, that's right. 15,400. That is right. That's totally off. Thank you, guys. Y'all are sharp.
I'm going to show you a picture of 15,400 Tim Page.
Mm-hmm.
And this is in a residential neighborhood.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And it is a home.
Yeah, but it's a residential center. That's what the ministry.
Right, but this is in a residential neighborhood. Is that right?
Mm-hmm. Yes,
okay.
Of course. Mm-hmm.
Is it like a subdivision with different houses up and down the street?
I don't think I would call it a subdivision, but it's other homes around it.
So it is.
Yes.
It's
a residential area, yeah.
Do the neighbors there know you're operating a ministry out of there?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't think so.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And this is actually not listed as St. Louis. It's listed as Chesterfield.
Yeah, I said that earlier. I said Chesterfield, Missouri.
No, you said St.
Can you hear me
Louis.
say that?
You're being argumentative.
Yeah.
Objection. He did say Chesterfield. I have it written down.
You're not
I didn't hear it.
You're not listening. Yeah.
I'm sorry, but I
Oh,
am very
Lord.
careful.
No, he did not. You're not listening. No, he did not. No, he did not tell that woman that. You heard what he said? You're not listening. No, you're not listening because she be asking you. Mm-mm. See, what he's trying to do is trip her up. That's the whole key. Confuse. He want to confuse her, trip her up, get her all discombobulated. She know what she's doing, man. You ain't the first scammer or schemer or a little dog peddling trying to get away from her question. No, you ain't the first one. She ain't done this before. Guys, you know what? We are at 50:33. I'm going to put it on here. I'm going to put it with my pink marker so I won't forget it. So we can pick this back up tomorrow. David E. Taylor, 50:33 minutes in. Okay, 10:08. Okay, guys, I got it written down. We're gonna pick right back up here tomorrow. We're gonna pick back up with him tomorrow. But tomorrow also, I want to go ahead and show a little bit of. I want to show a little bit of what's her name? Here, I want to show this tomorrow too. I want to finish up with him and then show her, Michelle Brennan, his right-hand person. Okay, this is her deposition, 1 of 3. So I want to show hers. And then we can still finish up David deposition as well. We can still finish his deposition. There's no reason why we can't. We're at on David. Let me we're going to finish up David here. We stopped where we left off at. I just want to pick up where we left off on David. But I want to start with finish up him and then work on some look at over her head. On the right side, you all see what that says? Apostle David E. Taylor, Coat Watch. Oh my God. Y'all see that? You see what she's sitting. Oh my God. Okay. The owner of the rest of, okay. So we're going to finish up that tomorrow and we're going to start on hers. So no matter what breaks tomorrow. Oh, Tyler Perry. I want to bring up, I'll show you right quick. Let me see, can I bring it in? Before we go right quick. I put this down for, we're going to talk about Tyler Perry. There's some new information I got on him, guys. So we're going to talk about that. On that lawsuit. We're going to talk about that tomorrow. I'm going to bring that up a little tomorrow, then we'll get into them. All right. Thank you guys for coming. Bye-bye, guys. Love you.